Thanks for tuning back in to TLE Radio. I'm your host, Hassan Labduna, aka The Real Stevie B. Now, Dr. King had a dream of equality for both black and white, talking about little kids holding hands and everything like that. Well, how's this for progress? How is this for progress? Ladies and gentlemen, listen close, listen intently, because here is progress. Not the progress you were expecting. But guess what? The Times Union is reporting as of yesterday, Saturday, March 2nd, 2019, at an article posted at 8:22 p.m., updated at 8:22 p.m. A black man, a Negro, a colored person, a cotton-picking, whatever you want to call it, is now the face, the leader of one of the nation's largest neo-Nazi groups ever. Now, how's that for progress? That's almost people made the comparison. It was like Black Klansmen. Oh, this is much bigger than Black Klansmen. Black Klansmen can't touch this because Black Klansmen won't touch it. Because here's what's going on with this story. Court documents filed Thursday suggest that James Hart Stern, the Negro, the black man, who is now the leader of one of the nation's largest neo-Nazi groups, is looking to use his new position as the director and president of the National Socialist Movement to undermine the Detroit-based organization's defense against the lawsuit. He has been promoted to the top position, and he is now looking to dismember it from within. Talk about a virus. You wonder why they hate niggas so much. This man that went into this white people's organization and is destroying everything. White people can't have nothing when black people come around, huh? You know how they like to say, oh, black man come into the neighborhood, there goes the property value. Black man just mess everything up. Black people just tear everything up. So we just entered your organization and now we are destroying it from within. That's exactly what's happening right here. Now, in the article, it said that the National Socialist Movement is one of several extremist groups that was sued over bloodshed at a 2017 white nationalist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. You remember the one where that girl got ran over? But we're not going to go there. Stern's filing, Mr. Stern, not to be confused with Howard Stern, asked a federal court in Virginia to issue a judgment against the group before one of the lawsuits go to trial. Stern replaces Jeff Shep as the group's leader, and he replaced him in January of this year, according to Michigan corporate records. Now, those records say nothing about how or why Stern got the position, but he is, on paper, on record, the new leader of this neo-Nazi group. And what's crazy is just in the article, it says that Matthew Heimbach, a leading white nationalist figure who briefly served as that neo-Nazi group's community outreach director last year, said Shep, the former leader, and other group leaders have been at odds with rank and file members over its direction. Heimbach said some members essentially wanted to remain a politically impotent white supremacist gang and resisted ideological changes advocated by Shep. So here, Shep is talking about, you know what, this is deeper than black and white. It's socialism versus capitalism versus wherever direction the world is going, America is going. Let's go ahead and use black numbers as they always do when they know the struggle is getting hard, the same way the North recruited blacks, the South recruited blacks in the Civil War, the British recruited blacks in the Revolutionary War, Russia's trying to recruit blacks in today's social media war. Everybody's using blacks for their numbers. Nobody's using blacks for them. But hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles. We know that. But we're going to keep moving. Now, they said that the rank and file members wanted to keep the group what it is, a white supremacist group. A white supremacist group that is politically impotent. So, yes, you are a white supremacist group. Yes, you have your white numbers. Yes, you have your white privilege. But no, you do not have any political sway. You are politically impotent. So because of the negative perspective on them, I guess you could say, the negative stereotype of being a socialist, of being a neo-Nazi, they decided, okay, let's go ahead and evolve to get more numbers and do more. But the rank and file member didn't want to do that. And so Shep said, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Can't do this anymore. So more recently, Shep tried to rebrand the group and appeal to a new generation of racists and anti-Semites by getting rid of such overt displays of Nazi symbols. It appeared that Stern of Moreno Valley, California, had been trying for at least 2 years to disrupt this group. A message posted on his website said he would be meeting with Shep in February 2017 to sign a proclamation acknowledging the National Socialist Movement, denouncing being a white supremacist group. The group will sign a proclamation back in 2017 saying that they are no longer a white supremacist group. That is not what the white people in the group wanted to hear. They were so against that, so much against that. I have personally targeted eradicating the KKK and the National Socialist Movement, which are two organizations here in this country which have all too long been given privileges they don't deserve, Stern said in a video posted on his site. On Wednesday, lawyers for the plaintiffs suing white supremacist groups and movement leaders over the Charlottesville violence asked the court to sanction Shep. They say he has ignored his obligations to turn over documents and give them access to his electronic devices and social media accounts. They also claim Shep recently fired his attorney as a stalling tactic. What's really happening here is Shep sees the error of his ways, sees the errors of the ways of his group, and wants to go ahead and end this once and for all. If they do not want to jump on board and become a better group of people, a better group of human beings, then it's time to go ahead and bring the whole ship down. And who better than to do it than Mr. Stern himself, someone who has dedicated his time to bringing down neo-Nazis and the KKK. Dedicated his time, his efforts to bringing down hate groups such as the NSM and the KKK. This black man was given the reins of this neo-Nazi group by Mr. Shep himself. He said, here you go. You are now in charge. I'm surprised there hasn't been an uprising from within. A lot of infighting, because come on, how's a black man going to be your leader? But then again, where was all the uprising and infighting when Barack Obama was running the United States of America? I guess white people can bite their tongue and follow the leadership of a black man after all, can't they? But anyway, here's what's funny though. Stern served a prison sentence for mail fraud at the same facility as one-time KKK leader Edgar Ray Killen, who was convicted in the Mississippi burning killings of 3 civil rights workers. Killen died in January of 2018. In 2012, Stern claimed Killen signed over to him power of attorney and ownership of 40 acres of land while they were serving prison terms together. A lawyer for Killen asked a judge to throw out the land transfer and certify that Killen and his family owned the property. You know what the judge said? The judge said no. Now, in regards to the Charlottesville, a federal magistrate judge in Charlottesville ruled last Friday that Stern cannot represent the National Socialist Movement in the case because he does not appear to be a licensed attorney. But that did not deter Stern from filing Thursday's request for summary judgment against his own group. It is the decision of the National Socialist Movement to plead liable to all causes of actions listed in the complaint against it, he wrote. He is telling the judge, go ahead, throw the book at us. Especially now that I'm the leader of this group, let's go ahead and destroy it. Throw the book at us. How did this man, from serving prison for mail fraud, serving a prison sentence for mail fraud, end up the leader of a neo-Nazi, one of the largest neo-Nazi groups in America, only to dismember it from within. Well, I guess that's something only a Lifetime movie special can show you. Until then, you just have what I got to tell you. This is Stevie B, a.k.a. Hassan Labduni. Thank you for tuning in to TLE Radio. Please come back for more news with a black perspective. Maybe.